there's like I said, I mean, there's a lot of room for improvement, but sky's the limit.
You guys have a big group of young talent. Can you talk about that? Your stable of talent.
Yeah, right. I mean, we have the present, we have the champions, we have legends, we have the future, we have the now. And it's now become a machine. It's like one right after the other. It's like keep producing one right after the other. So at first when we started, people were criticizing on how we don't know how to build champions and don't know how to produce champions. Well, now it's just happening.
Right.
It's like they're popping right out of the oven. It's exciting. It really is, because as long as we continue to make these fights happen, the best fights happen, then it takes care of itself.
But last question I want to ask you is, does it help the sport to have a controversial figure like Floyd Mayweather? Whether people like him or they don't like him, people are still going to tune in.
Well, in anything, you have the good guy and you have the villain. In the movies, you have to have that villain, and the good guy comes to the rescue, and so it's always it always makes entertaining fights and drama building up, leading up to the actual fight. It's always fun having a character like Mayweather. It's always fun to have guys like Canelo, Alvarez, who are squeaky clean but can't fight. Guys like Lopez, who is a guy who is like a people's champion, the underdog that's always going for the bigger guy, for the stronger guy, and hoping he wins. And when he does, the whole world will be behind him. It's like those types of stories are always fun to be around, to work with, and because America loves a hero. America loves an underdog. America loves a guy who has been down and gets back up and fights, till the end. And that's the beauty of boxing. When you put on the best two guys in the world, and we have a great fight, the world is going to watch, and it's going to support whoever they're going to support. Whether he's the villain or the good guy, but that's the beauty of the sport.
All right, thank you. We appreciate it.
What's up, Oscar? How you doing?
What's up, brother? All good?
Back from the golf?
Yeah.
First of all, talk to me about the main event this Saturday.
It's a great main event. It's going to be I believe a great fight. People always like saying, candidate for fight of the year, and this has the ingredients to be a really, really good fight. So, ticket sales and I'm sure the ratings are going to be tremendous on Showtime. So those are great indications that people know, and Hula with Lara, another great fight. So it's gonna be exciting.
Talk to me about the opening bout between Charlo and Hopkins. As far as for Charlo, it's perhaps up to date. It's perhaps the biggest, one of his.
Oh yeah, this is definitely a huge step up for Charlo and for Demetrius. But you have two guys here that what do they say? Somebody's has to go, or I believe both are undefeated. This is not a make 'em break 'em type of fight for both guys, but the guy who wins and wins impressively is going to move on. It's going to catapult over to get closer to that world title, very close to that world title. So this is a very important fight for both of them.
Thanks, Oscar.
How you doing, Oscar? Jorge Pimentel. I'm here standing with Oscar De La Hoya. It's already June, and boxing is already amazing. We could end the year right here, and it'll be a successful year. And we're halfway through the year. Not only successful for Golden Boy promotion, but for boxing as a whole. We have Malinaji Broner coming up.
That's right.
Everybody's forgetting about that. The lights of Mayweather and Canelo kind of overshadowed it, but still a great fight. Golden Boy is known for having amazing undercards. As we see here, we have El Perro versus Lara.
Yeah.
everybody, once Mayweather Canelo broke out, everybody on social media broke out. Fighters started saying, I want to be undercard, put me on the undercard. What do you have to say about this? There's so many fights that people have set up themselves, boxers themselves have been setting themselves up for fights, even without, I'm pretty sure without you knowing it. We have Trout versus Rosada, Gabriel Rosada. We have plenty of fans calling out Hugo Centeno. They want him on the fight. They have Danny Garcia. Abner Mars rematch versus Ponce de Leon. Do you have anything to say about the undercard? I know Golden Boy is always great with undercards.
Well, let's just put it this way: that September 14 will be the Super Bowl of boxing. September 14.
Definitely, and
that's from top to bottom. It'll be the best of the best. So we don't know yet who will be on the card, but I can assure you one thing: it'll be the Super Bowl of boxing.
Definitely. And this Saturday we have Josecito Lopez versus Maidana. What do you think would be the ending factor? Do you think it'll be Josecito's never-ending will to fight, or would it be Maidana's power?
It's just a great fight. It's on paper. It's just a great fight. It's a can't miss. Josecito Lopez has been in there with Canelo. He's been in there with Victor Ortiz, who's an animal. I mean, this guy can punch. He can knock
Victor Ortiz.
out.
He broke his jaw.
So it's Maidana has been in there with Ortiz, so you can never count out Josecito Lopez. You can never count out Maidana. Both guys, I mean, they're gonna keep coming. They're gonna keep coming forward. They fall, they get knocked down. They're gonna get right back up. It's gonna be a fight of will. It's gonna be a fight of conditioning. It's gonna be very entertaining.
Last question. You fought Mayweather yourself. Do you have any words of advice? I'm pretty sure you have talked to Canelo. What can you do to help him out in a fight against Mayweather?
Well, I'm gonna be right there with him. 100%. I mean, I can assure you that Canelo, you're gonna see a Canelo like no other. I'm actually glad that this fight is made at 152, but it's gonna. Canelo had no problem making 153 with Trout, so at 152 he's gonna be faster.
Who was actually the one that said that? Was it Mayweather's camp or Canelo's?
Well,
the 152?
it was only fair for both guys,
Yeah.
Mayweather wanted 150 or the 147. Canelo wanted 154, and it was only fair just to meet right in the middle. So, it's like my hat off for both guys, because hey, Mayweather, he's fighting the best that's around now, and Canelo's fighting the best. So it's gonna be amazing, an amazing night for boxing. Which we're excited because this is just it's just the beginning again. We kept on saying all along, we're gonna keep making the fights until we make the best fights happen and the fights the fans want to see. So this is the beginning of the beginning.
Definitely. Thank you, Oscar.